Plaintiff Tyrone Wilburn says he's had a hard life, and he's not only been involved with drugs, but he's also been to prison. Tyrone claims he decided to turn his life around, so he rented a house from the defendant. However, when he was trying to get his son out of foster care, the defendant illegally evicted him. So he's suing for rent and property. Defendant Mary Jo McGill says her husband used to be a drug addict, and Tyrone was his dealer. And Mary Jo insists they did everything to help Tyrone get clean. Mary Jo says she sat with Tyrone for 4 excruciating days while he was detoxing. But she was forced to evict him after he started using crack in her house. She's countersuing for unpaid rent, damages, and a cable bill.
Start with you.
I had a hard life. You know, I dealt with drugs, guns. I've been in prison. I've been in jail. I'm from here, Chicago, Illinois. You know, when I had my son, I moved up to Minneapolis, Minnesota. I changed my life around.
How? You got out of the environment?
Yeah, got out of the environment. Listening to your case, Your Honor, it inspires me, helps me go by every day.
Okay, good. And you say you turn your life around by getting out of the environment. That's one of the key things. That's one of the key things. The primary reason I could turn my life around because I left the environment, went to college. And after that, I mean, wasn't any thugs in college, so you had to do what everybody else did.
Wannabe thugs.
Yeah, wannabe thugs, you're right. So a lot of it is environmental. All right, so you decided to rent from Ms. McGill?
Yes, sir. In June 2007, I rented from McGill. She said she admired the fact that I'm trying to get my son out the temporary foster home. And she said I paid $300 as long as I do work around the house. I was doing as much work around the house as I could. And then September 2007, she illegally evicted me, you know. I'm knocking on the door, my key wouldn't work.
Let me hear from her first before we get right to the damages and the other items, the unreturned property that you're suing about. Ma'am, you want to give me some background on this case?
Yes, sir, thank you. I'd like to start from the beginning. My husband had dealings with Tyrone quite a while ago. Tyrone was a dealer for my husband, who used to do crack and heroin. And my husband brought Tyrone to the house for Tyrone to clean up his life.
Right, and your husband wanted him to wanted to help him do so.
Wanted to help him do so, correct.
All right, good. That's a good
he
thing.
brought him to the house, and you know, Tyrone had said yes, he had a son in foster care on the reservation, a young child, and he wanted to
What do you mean
clean.
on the reservation?
His child is partial Native American.
Native American, okay.
And so it's a very difficult thing to get a child off. Mm-hmm. And so we were trying to help him get clean. We'd offered him some different places to go for treatment, inpatient, outpatient, and he said no, he wanted to do it on his own. So we did, you know, we sat for 4 days with him, doing it on his own. Huh?
Y'all smoked with him for 4 days?
We sat with him for 4 days.
That's what they do. That's what they know how it go.
Yeah, that's how it go.
Yeah, you just sit there and you keep smoking the rocks 4 days straight. That's called a binge.
No. We were sitting with him as he was going cold turkey. The way he wanted to go.
I'm sorry. Gotcha. All right.
He would,
But you know, sir, you've been in the game. You know the drug game, right? It wasn't unreasonable for me to think that. All right.
Okay.
As long as we got it clear.
I have to clarify myself, I guess.
Yes, ma'am.
It's an awful process. I've never seen it before, and it is a very hard process. And he did well. He did.
Tell folks who have never seen it before.
He didn't get to the complete seizure stage, but he had belly cramps. He had muscle pain. He was vomiting. He couldn't eat. He was up. He was down. He couldn't sleep. Then he'd sleep for a while. He'd sweat. He'd want something to eat. He'd need something to drink. I mean, it was awful.
So every way you could, you helped him. Now, what was the agreement on rent?
Well, I have a signed lease.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, the signed lease says $600 a month.
He said it was $300.
I had a verbal.
I got my lease right here also.
Let's see it, sir.
This is the original lease.
What is the original?
The one I just gave you.
Was there another one you signed afterwards?
No.
For $300?
No.
Stand up, sir. State your name.
My name is Gregory Lowe.
Yes, sir.
And, Your Honor, all of those $300 things and the things as far as him helping around the house was just verbal between me and him. We all came to the agreement of $400. He never paid the full amount of his rent.
He says $300, you say $400, she says $600.
Your Honor, can I explain, please? The lease says $600 because that's what it would be when his son came to live with us. But because he was starting out,
Did
I
his
said it was
son
only,
come?
we never could get him out of the reservation because within a month he was back
how
to
much
using
do you
crack and
think the
heroin.
rent was then, since
He
the
offered
condition
an-
for $600 was not met?
What I'm suing for is $400 a month because that was our verbal agreement.
There was no
But it-
meeting of the minds here. That's
But-
what this means, ma'am. You cannot amend a lease by a verbal agreement. As such, there is no binding lease.
He agreed
Let's get to what you're
$600.
suing about, sir. Your property and your reimbursement. What happened?
Like I was saying, I was paying $300 for 2007 from the month of June to the month of August. The month of September I got here, they brought me down to the Social Security place because my check didn't come. They said it was going to be a delay. Before September was over with, I got evicted illegally. You know, when my key didn't work.
Evicted illegally?
Yeah, evicted illegally. And what I mean by that, my key didn't work, and then the police took
You were
me-
locked out without notice?
Right, without
And the police
notice.
came.
And the police came. I went to jail for a couple hours. When I got out,
For
I
what?
returned for trespassing with nobody.
No,
else.
No, that's
I'm
not
sorry.
true,
Tell me
Your
what
Honor.
happened.
Yeah, that's
I
not
have
true.
a-
He got
Tell
to
me
fight.
what happened.
He was told that he could not have drugs in the house. He could not be using drugs because that's why he was there.
Okay.
We were getting phone calls. We were getting people coming over, drug dealers, all types of people coming in. He'd been smoking crack again in the house.
Okay.
We could smell it. He'd been seen smoking heroin on the streets again.
Okay.
I went to him. I said, he has to leave. I gave him, on August 21st, I gave him a written notice.
Let's see it, please.
That is not 30, like it says, but 35 days prior to the time
Sir,
he was
did you
told he
receive
could
this?
get out.
No, I didn't, sir.
Sir, go ahead.
Yeah, Your Honor, the reason the police got called on him is because he got to fighting with another tenant in the house. And the tenant called the police on him to try to file a restraining order against him because he was in the house hitting on the tenant's wife. And the tenant and him got to fighting,
Not
Your Honor.
physically hitting.
Not physically hitting on her. I mean, you know, trying to rap to her,
I know
so to
what you
speak.
mean.
Okay. Your Honor, he started back to getting high. Is the reason that all of this occurred in the first place. Because, you know, as an addict, Your Honor, it's hard to quit using drugs.
Correct.
He didn't try to get help
Right.
from any type of program. He kept trying to do it on his own.
Right. No such thing. Sir, did you relapse into drugs?
No, I did.
After your detox, what did you do then to stay off drugs?
I wasn't on drugs, John, and I didn't hit on the guy.
Oh, you were never on drugs before moving there?
No, I sold drugs, John.
You were
I
never on
sold
drugs. So she's making up this entire story about helping you overcome drugs.
Yeah.
All right. And so why didn't you contest it when they talked about in length your detox? That's some terrible stuff she said if it's not
Oh, there's
true.
a lot of stuff
Oh,
she
he
said not
was
true.
shaking and throwing up and
Yeah.
going through all this because he was a crackhead and heroin addict and all this. And you just let it go right by.
No, there's a lot of stuff she said that wasn't true.
By the way, sir, this has been altered. Your lease. This is the one she provided me, 600. This is the one you provided me, the 300, totally different handwriting than the 600. It looks like it has been whited out and written over. So I believe not only have you done these other things they're suggesting, but I believe you also tried to defraud me. And I believe, sir, that you have a long way to go in being rehabilitated. Your counterclaim for $3,000 for unpaid rent and damages is for what?
I have July, August, and September rent that he was not paid. It's $1,200.
I'm going with $300 each month. What else?
There were damages when he left.
What damages?
The carpet, we had to replace the carpet. There had been burn marks and some crap spilled on it and stuff. The TV had been broken because that's where the cable was, and we had to, that was $400, we just got to use
Sir,
one.
were any of these damages caused
No,
by you?
sir. No,
there was
sir.
nothing wrong when you left
No,
or when
sir.
you were locked out?
His daughter, we got a baby. She was on the front couch. And when I got evicted, he moved her into the room. That was a month of September. So I don't know what happened after I got evicted out of there illegally.
All right, and ma'am, once again, why didn't you go to court and get a court order?
I had gone onto the internet and tried to look up eviction and how to evict, and they said as long as there is a written notice. I didn't know
Sir,
I needed a
I got
formal
legal paper.
Also, Your Honor, we also have a letter here from the tenants that stayed in their room that he got to fighting with, that dude that helped me package stuff and take it
Let's
down
see
to
those
the...
letters. Sir, did you get in a fight with the other tenant?
Yeah, I got into a fight with the guy, and he bit me. You know, it
So I
wasn't
didn't
because I
lie.
tried to get into...
Why'd you get in a fight with him?
Because I'm
The
a chef,
Tyson
Your Honor.
thing.
I cook
Quiet.
dinner
You're a
that
chef,
night.
you said?
Yeah, I cooked dinner that night for everybody.
And
then
he
his wife
tried to eat.
His wife, yeah, no.
And
his
he
wife
bit
asked me
your
for
arm.
some cake. You know, he grabbed me by my neck, we got to fighting, and then the man bit me.
The gentleman...
How long after the fight did you all lock the doors? How
we
long
never
after?
changed the
No,
lock.
we didn't.
Huh?
Before baby moved in. Before baby moved in.
No, remember he gave me my key back. No,
I'm
sir.
sorry.
Sir,
You
what
have
is
to-
it you wanted to show me and some additional evidence? Because you can't take it upon yourself to change locks, ma'am.
We didn't, Your Honor.
Lockouts and shutoffs to evict are illegal. Yeah. And it is. Give it to her. And folks they better be careful about getting their information from that internet.
Your Honor, there's a paper of everything that the property was missing and stuff, how much it cost. And also a note.
Did you try and retrieve your property?
Yeah.
How
Yes, I
long
did.
after being locked out did you try and
I tried to
retrieve your
retrieve it
property?
a couple times, and she denied to give it to me. The last time I wrote a note.
Ma'am, do you have any other evidence regarding estimates for the repairs of your carpet?
I didn't bring it.
Evidence of the cable bill?
They wouldn't give it to me. I
All
tried to
right.
ask them
I
for
have
that
to
money.
dismiss your claim. You're unable to prove any of it. I'm going to grant your claim. You were evicted illegally, $2,050 for the illegal lockout. That's my
That's
judgment.
not right.
I
We
understand,
didn't
but it's
lock
not
him
right to lock
out.
him out. It is.
We did not lock him out.
You told me you changed the locks.
That was
What are you
after
talking
he
about?
was
Judgment
evicted.
for the plaintiff.